What's good, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk tapping back in with some more hip-hop news, and another one bites the dust. We're talking about Treyway members, and pay attention, anyone out there in the streets, up to whatever you're up to, pay attention to this, man, because if you don't think ahead, you don't use your brain, you don't plan accordingly, and have your next move lined up, things don't end up well in a life of crime. I know everyone thinks they're untouchable with the internet nowadays. Everyone wants to dance and wave guns around and all that. But 9 times out of 10, it's a tragic ending. So just recently, Harv of Treyway, got slayed with 24 years. But now we're talking about Kooda B. You remember this guy, right? 6ix9ine named a song after him and everything. And, he's the dude who went and put in the work on Chief Keef, the whole infamous video where 6ix9ine ordered a hit on the internet. Like, just comedy, the way this all went down, man. Like, Treyway just really should have did better, man. It just shows how it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. But anyways, Kooda B actually, was able to finesse the system a little bit and get up out of there for a little while with the whole health crisis going on while he was awaiting sentencing. But off the rip, the judge was on his ass, because as soon as he came home, they seen him putting up Insta Snap, whatever, IG story videos of him partying and everything like that. And the judge was not too happy about it. If you recall, just a few months ago, they were, telling him, you got to turn yourself in and go back to the feds. Like your whole pre-trial, whatever, release that they got you out on, we're revoking that. And the judge continued to come down on him when he sentenced him to 4.5 years in the feds. 54 months, equals 4.5 years in the feds, plus 3 years of supervised release, federal probation. And the judge basically told this guy, man, yo, tighten up, get your shit together, man. Like, you ain't even moving right, trying to be a gangster, because, listen, I'm not trying to, like clown these guys, but I'm just trying to keep it real, man, and let anyone out there, like I said, who's out there in the streets living that life of crime, like, tighten up, man. If you're gonna be, doing your thing out there, save up your money, invest your money in something legit, and be smart. Don't be out here moving around like a knucklehead, because Kooda B tried to do the same thing that Harv did and write the judge a letter. And if you remember, Harv tried to get all poetic and write a letter talking about he felt like Adam Vinatieri in the Super Bowl. All the pressure is on his shoulders, and he's been through it all and everything. Please have leniency on me. And a lot of people pointed out Harv had beat a body or something like that before, some kind of serious case, and didn't tighten up the way he was moving and got caught up in all this 6ix9ine drama. And now he's doing 24 years. And now the same thing's going on with Kooda B. He, tried to address the judge. Listen to what this man said. He said, I'm willing to take full responsibility for my actions. That was an extremely foolish choice I made. I allowed myself to look up to and listen to someone with more success and fame. That was not the right thing to do. I regret it, and it won't happen again. I thought he was a good friend. I was excited that he named a song after me. So, at the same time, I understand what this guy's saying. You get caught up in the hype and everything. You're flying around on that high, but things change real quick. You know what I'm saying? You can't get caught up in the day-to-day, man. You got to think ahead for the future. And listen to what the judge told him. The judge wasn't going for it. The judge told him, a number of the videos you made prior to your arrest in this case seem to glorify and promote gangs. You often held a red bandana, a common symbol of the Bloods, and you made hand gestures believed to be gang symbols. The government sentencing letter reproduces your lyrics, which affirmatively promote violence as you rap about the shootings and kidnappings and other violence and guns. And these videos were made through the summer of 2019, long after you had been charged in this case. I found that disappointing. So let me be blunt. You need to grow up and get a more mature perspective on gang activity. If you continue to pursue a career involving rapping and public performances, I hope you will stop romanticizing gang violence. I hope you have learned from this experience that gang violence is not something to celebrate. So the judge let him have it and kept it 100 with him, honestly, right? Like, you guys comment and let me know what you think about that. But we know there's a lot of kids, like I said, nowadays who think they're untouchable. The internet's got the youth caught up thinking it's all a game. And that's what he's telling Kooda B. Like, look at the example you're setting, man. Like, grow up, get more mature, and don't try to finesse me with this. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I thought 6ix9ine was a good friend of me. You know what I mean? The judge told him, listen, man, even after you got charged in this, you were making videos, you were the big blood, you were flashing guns, you were glorifying that lifestyle. So don't try and come at me for that leniency. Hold down this 4.5 years. And honestly, that's not really a bad sentence considering the crimes that he had. You feel me? Like, he kind of lucked out. But it's just crazy when you look at this thing full circle. All these dudes from Treyway, who weren't no joke out there in the streets. They were really putting in work and all that. But what happened in the end? They're addressing the judge, honestly begging for leniency. And the judge is like, man, come on, tighten up. Think about what you're doing. Have some sense. Like I was saying earlier, man, a lot of people want to glorify that gang lifestyle. And I understand it to a degree because of the way people come up, circumstances of life and all that. 100%. But you got to mature and smarten up as you grow up. You feel me? And the shit has become a fad to the point now that the youth is just all twisted among other things. You know what I'm saying? So jump in the comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. I think with the sentencing of Kooda B, that pretty much wraps up the whole Treyway saga. I believe everyone is sentenced. I'm not positive. But, getting back to talking about the youth, wilding out, not knowing how to act, sniffing lines, or that internet high, that Wi-Fi high, and out here acting a fool. I just want to talk one more time about this Matty G's kid that I did a video on yesterday. I'm going to share the link to that video. It's going to be pinned in the comments. And this shit is just crazy, man. It has everyone enamored on the internet. Like, they can't believe this kid. You know what I'm saying? He's a kid who, it's like different than 6ix9ine, because 6ix9ine wasn't really false claiming. He was just suspect and everyone knew it and seen what was going on. This is a kid sitting back, false claiming a gang, going online, disrespecting people's dead homies and all that. And then, a lot of these rappers and gangbangers and shit were going on live with this kid and interacting with him. Like, it's crazy. But I'm still just blown away by the fact that the man's father got involved, shut shit down, but then he came back. But bottom line, what someone pointed out on my other video about Matty G's is he's getting views and it keeps growing. And, that's kind of a part of the way things are going nowadays. People do outlandish things. They get views. They get some fame. They kind of get rewarded for it. So other people follow in that suit. And it grows and grows and becomes a trend. Like, it's crazy, man. So hop in them comments. Let's talk about it. New viewers, make sure to sub to the channel. It's Jay Coffee Talk. I'm gone.